Deep within Skull Island lies an ecosystem as ancient as it is hostile. Among its geological formations, humid caverns and geothermal rivers survive some of the most dangerous creatures ever recorded in the island's natural history. Among them stands out a species that rarely appears on screen but left an unforgettable impression on those who encountered it: the Carnictus. These creatures, also known as Carnictus sordicus, are large carnivorous worms whose origins trace back thousands of years before the events depicted in the film. The oldest records suggest that the Carnictus began as internal parasites. Their lives unfolded inside the intestinal tract of large prehistoric predators, animals comparable to the Vastadosaurus and other giants that inhabited Skull Island. According to the island's natural history book, a crucial event triggered their evolution. When one of these great predators died, the parasites abandoned the body once it no longer provided heat or food. The corpse had been left beside a small river fed by geothermal waters. The warm water, rich in mineral nutrients, allowed those primitive organisms to survive outside their host's body for the first time. Over the years, the species fully adapted to the outside world. They no longer depended on a host organism. They fed on any animal that fell into the pits or sinkholes where they hid. Little by little, they developed a key characteristic: a dark, hard, resistant shell that allowed them to withstand impacts and direct attacks. This structure, similar to a rigid carapace, also helped them blend into the mud where they usually concealed themselves. Modern Carnictus retain a grotesque appearance: a pink, fleshy body that protrudes from their shell when they detect movement. They are completely blind. They rely on touch and vibration to find their prey. Their movement is slow and serpentine, but once they detect living presence, they become surprisingly persistent. Their size allows them to devour medium dinosaurs such as Venetosaurus without difficulty. However, they lack the ability to consume large creatures like the Vastadosaurus rex, major herbivores, or even King Kong. These predators far surpass the Carnictus in strength and endurance, making it impossible for even a whole colony to overwhelm them. Carnictus depend entirely on heat. They survive only in warm caverns and geothermal rivers. If cold water carries them away from their zone, or if the temperature drops suddenly, they die within hours. The cold literally drains the life from them, according to the original text. Even so, nature provided them an unexpected survival resource: their eggs. Unlike adults, the eggs can remain dormant for decades, even under extreme conditions. When the climate becomes favorable again, they hatch and repopulate the area. Thanks to this, the species managed to spread across several regions of the island without needing to move actively. Within Skull Island's ecosystem, they maintain a particularly notable relationship with another creature: the arachnopincers. The eggs of these arachnids rarely survive on their own. They are usually drowned in mud or destroyed by predators such as the Heuterex. But when a Carnictus accidentally swallows an egg, a surprising process occurs. The egg survives inside the worm, feeds on it as a temporary parasite, and years later the young arachnopincer emerges through the Carnictus rectum. It immediately joins the adults of the abyss, becoming part of the predator ecosystem. Although many fans believe this process killed the Carnictus, official records deny this. The relationship is symbiotic, and the worms survive after the metamorphosis. Defensively, the Carnictus are practically immune to physical damage. Their shell protects them from strong blows and even from gunfire. Their weakness lies only in cold weather and icy water, which destroy them quickly. However, their lack of vision can also be exploited by humans or intelligent animals. By moving slowly or throwing rocks to divert their attention, it is possible to trick them. Their dependence on vibrations makes them vulnerable to simple tactics. In the film's production, Peter Jackson and the Weta Workshop team chose to represent them entirely through digital animation. For their design, they drew inspiration from prehistoric Cambrian worms such as Sosha, and from modern bloodworms whose mouths can extend from inside their bodies. The result was a creature that, despite the years, remains one of the most grotesque and memorable in the movie. In Skull Island's universe, the Carnictus represent the convergence of extreme evolution, geographic isolation, and an ecosystem shaped by danger and survival. Thank you for joining me in this video. I'm Ash and you're watching Ash's Corner. Until the next expedition,